Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm finally doing a car tour. I am currently sat in my car. Just to add a bit of context, I've had this car since my 17th birthday, which was in October 2023. So I've had it for a little while. I passed my test in January, so fully started driving it at the end of January / start of February. So I've been driving it around for quite a while now, getting used to it, and I thought it was time to show you guys around my car. I've had a few requests for this video, so here it is. I don't know why, but I decided to sit in the back of my car to film the intro. As you can see, it's like, there's the front of the car. That's where I usually sit. At the end of the video, I'm also going to talk about first time driving and what it's like to have a car and insure it and drive on the roads and all stuff that comes with driving your own car for the first time. So if you want to hear more about that, if you're like about to turn 17 or you're about to do your driving test and you just want more context on what car to get and stuff like that, I'll speak more about that at the end. I think to start off, I should probably show you what the car looks like. Let's go outside. So guys, this is my car. It's a little bit dirty, but let's just ignore that. It's a white Ford Ka 2011. As you can see, it says on the door there is a Ford Ka Edge, which is what it is. Filming this video on my own, so it's quite difficult to show you outside. It is also a little bit windy, so I'm not sure you'll be able to hear me. So I'm just gonna talk over it a little bit. So like I said, it is a Ford Ka 2011. It is cute and I really like it. It was quite a cheap car, and I think because it's a 2011, it's just a really good first car. Obviously it's up to you, but getting an older car for my first car was definitely what I wanted to do. There's not much reasoning behind it. I just think it's more sensible to get a car that's worth less as your first car, just for the typical reasons really. I don't want to jinx myself or mention any of them, but I think you know what I'm trying to say. As you get in the driver's seat, this is what the car looks like. Ooh, as you can see, there's no fancy screens or anything in this car. It is just a little radio. I have seen people add Apple CarPlay screens here and remove the radio. I wasn't a big fan of the idea, and I saw a lot of mixed reviews on what the sound quality was like, so I got an Alexa. My sister actually had this for her first car and she thought it was great, and then it gave me it for my birthday. All you have to do is plug it into the aux and then plug this into the cigarette lighter. It's recommended that you take it out when you're not using the car, especially if you're not using the car for a while. It can like run the battery down and stuff. But yeah, they're really good, and the sound quality is absolutely amazing. I thought I'd let you know about the Alexa because I think it's really handy if you are getting an old car and like want hands-free. I know you can get little plugins and stuff as well, but this Alexa is another option. You can connect it easily to your phone as long as it's plugged into the car and you've got your aux thing on your radio. It connects to your phone and you can either speak to the Alexa, ask her to play music, or you can play music through Spotify on your own phone or your own choice of music app. I don't know why I said Spotify. You can't use anything. Not sponsored. I just thought it was helpful for first time young car buyers that don't want to spend lots of money. Moving on from the Alexa, I'm just going to move that out the way so you can fully see. Obviously my car is second hand, and I don't know why, but it did come with this already there. Someone must have had an Alexa or had their phone attached to this magnet, so I didn't need to get one for my Alexa, but you do need to get a magnet to stick it to. On here, it is actually slightly different to a normal car. Usually the gear stick is down here, and obviously you move the gear stick next to the handbrake, and then all your other stuff is like in front, but the gear stick is up here, and it's got like a cool, I think it does look quite cool, to be honest. I feel like for an old car, it's got quite a newer, like cool style involved. I don't know if that makes sense. Obviously you've got all your normal things like heater. It does actually have aircon, which is quite rare for an old car. All the settings and stuff for the aircon. I don't know why I'm explaining this to you like you've never seen aircon in a car before. The thing about this car that took me so long to get used to, that the automatic window things are here instead of on your door. It's just really weird to go down this way, and every passenger that gets in my car like, how do you wind the windows down? I'm like, it's here. As a driver, you just have all your gauges in front of you here, and obviously indicators, lights, window wipers, all stuff like that. For my car, I also got a phone stand. This was just off Amazon, and it's sticky, but it also vacuum sucks to the window or just to your dash, depending on where you want to put it, obviously. And your phone just sticks in there and it closes tighter, and it can also go sideways, up and down. That is also what I use to film my drive with me. I also forgot to mention that this car is a 3-door, obviously 2 doors and a boot. So you have to pull the chairs forward if you want passengers in the back, and there's also only 2 seats in the back, so it's only a 4-seater overall. This doesn't bother me that much, but it is sometimes a little bit annoying. Moving on to the passenger seat. To be fair, for a small car, it is quite roomy. Like, this can go so far back and the person in the front can have a lot of leg room. Just ignore my Alexa. The seats all have this really ugly pattern on. I won't lie, I really hate the seat pattern. I have had someone get in my car and say that they think it's cute. I just think it's a bit old-fashioned, and obviously the car is old, so it makes sense, but it is ugly. I just don't think it's worth getting car seat covers because I do think they sometimes look a bit tacky. I know a lot of people like to decorate the cars and people love watching decorate my car with me, but I'm not about that. I'm more plain Jane. I like to have nice things, but I don't want pink fluffy stuff all over my car. Do you know what I mean? So in the side pocket of the passenger seat, I just have a Zaflora car air freshener, and I also have a Fabuloso one. This one came with the car, and I won't lie, I'm so impressed. It still smells nice. It's the Black Ice Little Trees one, and I think it's cute, so I've just left it. To note though, I did realise I got this as a present and I can't actually use it in my car because the vents are not vents, they're like the little opening things. And in my glove box, I just have the Ford manual and lots of CDs. Driving seat side pocket only has one thing in, which is a pair of sunglasses. Oh my god, climbing into the back. Ah! Oh no. So this is what the front looks like as an overview, just in case you missed anything. I also haven't shown down this middle bit. So in the back you have one cup holder and like a little long section to store stuff in. I've just got 4 boxes of Tic Tacs and this so people can plug their phone into the aux if they want to. In the front, ignore the wires for my Alexa, it's because I've just pulled it down, all the wires have fallen out, but I also just have another cup holder. One thing I actually do find really annoying about this car is that there is only one cup holder in the front, and usually when I am getting a drink from like a drive-thru or something, I'm with someone else, so there's nowhere for them to put their cup, but it's fine because passengers can just hold their stuff, do you know what I mean? I've just had to switch to my phone because my camera battery has run out of charge because I'm a really good YouTuber and I forgot to charge my battery. Moving on to the back of the car, it's really simple back here. Obviously, like I said, there's only 2 seats. There's just obviously a seat belt and a little armrest with a speaker, which is the same on both sides. And I've also hung up a Fabuloso air freshener. I feel like not enough people put air fresheners in the back of the car, and the person that I got the car off did it and I swapped it out, and I think it's so good. Like, the people in the back need a good smell too. When I've had passengers in the back before, they have all mentioned that it's not even as small as like it looks from the outside, and the leg room isn't that bad, so that's another thing to think about if you're getting this car. Boot. The boot on this car is actually really weird. It's so deep, like so deep, but as you can see, it's not that big. To be fair, this box is quite big. In the back of here, I just have some spare plastic bags to use if I go shopping, and this box, which I also got for my birthday. In here, I have just got the essentials. I've got some coins in case I need to pay for parking. I have a cloth and wipes for my car. These interior wipes are really good. I also have interior spray, which smells absolutely amazing. I would highly recommend. And my little L plates in the back of here too, along with a Percy Pigs bag because it's a cute bag. So that is the car tour over. Now I'm going to speak a little bit more about the car. Obviously, because I got this car on my 17th birthday, I was learning to drive when I had the car. I decided to get learner insurance, which was £400 until I passed my test. This car also has really good road tax, which was another factor towards why I bought it. The road tax on this car is only £35, which I think is really good. That's literally £10 more than what my moped was, which is insane. I didn't have that much preference on what car I wanted when I was choosing and looking at different cars. I really wanted either a Corsa or a Ford Fiesta, but the insurance on Ford Fiestas and Corsas, if you didn't know, are usually heightened because they are a typical first car, and a lot of people have ruined the reputations of them. Obviously, insurance companies can't do a lot I have been told that the prices are higher and I didn't want to take the risk. Like I mentioned before, this car is a 1.2. Obviously, I could have got a smaller engine and the insurance would have been a lot cheaper. I still feel like this car as a 1.2 doesn't have enough power. And I know that sounds so stupid, but I learned in a Mini and they have so much more power. I am glad I got a 1.2, however, I wasn't glad when I paid for my insurance. When going in and getting my insurance, I knew that I didn't want a black box, so I just decided to go with like a more well-known insurance company and pay a little bit more money. What is going on with this lighting, by the way? It's really warm, but it's not good for this video. I'm not going to mention how much my insurance was because I just want to keep that private. However, it was a lot of money. And if I can say anything for first-time drivers, getting their own car is save up for insurance and make sure you're with an insurance company that you think you can trust. I can't think of anything worse than getting your insurance cancelled and having to pay another huge chunk of money. I honestly think insurance is a joke, but you've got to pay it. It's illegal to drive on the road without it. And it was just something that had to be done, so there's not much we can do about it other than complain. Make sure you go on all the different comparison websites. Make sure you find the companies that aren't on comparison websites and do a quote with them. You need to compare everything and just try your hardest to find the cheapest, because that's literally all you can do. I have had a few problems with this car, so obviously after spending an absolute fortune on insurance, I didn't want to spend even more money on repairing the car that I just bought. And I don't know if it's because it's an old car or we didn't look into it enough when we bought it. All the problems are fixed and the dealership we got it from were really good. Make sure you get your car on warranty. If I didn't have warranty on my car and it broke down like it did, I think I would have cried. But luckily the warranty sorted it out and I didn't have to pay a penny towards the car.
I feel like it is especially important to get warranty when your car is an older car, because obviously you don't want to end up spending more money on repairs than you have on the car itself. So that's another tip if you're getting an older car like what I did.
As you might have saw, I have black wheel discs on my car. I didn't buy the car with these. It was actually just like the original silver ones, but I think it looks absolutely 10 times better with the black ones on. I don't know what it is about it, but it just adds something and it looks so much nicer. There's a few things I want to add to the car, like spraying underneath the wheel discs just so you can't see rust and stuff through. Also, a part of me wants to get a spoiler on the back of the car. I don't know if I will, but I think it would look really nice. I also really want to get wind deflectors, like the black ones that go there, because I feel like it'd tie the black colours in more. That is it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed. I also hope I didn't bore you with my car chat. I didn't want it to feel like an interview, but I also wanted to like inform you about certain things. I don't know, I felt like this was quite formal. If you do want to go down and subscribe to my channel, please go ahead and do it. I promise I'm not this formal all the time. I just needed to get the information out and it seemed to come out like that, I promise. Anyway, like I said, I hope you guys really enjoyed. Like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon.